good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are listening to this. Let's go ahead and find our comfortable position. Sitting, laying down, standing, or walking as needed. You'll begin to close your eyes and begin to settle in, first leaning into your space and then beginning to purposely fidget, or otherwise known as jostling the jaw, moving the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. You can do some spinal twists. You can open and close the hands, wiggle the toes. And it's really just the perfect opportunity to invite in what I like to call our sacred space, where we say, I matter. So once you find yourself sinking in to what is supporting you, come back into noticing the position of your body, and then let your body meet what is supporting you. In other words, is it a chair? Or maybe it's a chair with pillows behind your back. Or if you're lying down, is your head on a pillow? Are you lying on the floor, on your couch, or maybe your bed? Good. Let's go ahead and begin to breathe together. Taking a beautiful breath in, inhaling, pulling in the breath from the nose. Let it move into the chest, to the ribs, to the belly, and to the low belly. And then breathing out from the mouth for 1. Good. Again, deep breath in, inhaling, doing your best, bringing that conscious breath into the chest, into the ribs, into the belly, into the low belly. And exhale out for 2. And 1 more. Beautiful deep breath in. And exhaling out. And giving yourself the chance just to feel that pause. Noticing any thoughts moving in and out of your awareness. Notice how you're feeling. And take a brief scan, noticing your body and maybe what you might be sensing or tapping into. Do the shoulders feel spacious and open? Do they feel tight? Are your hands relaxed and open? Are you clenching your jaw? And if so, just take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. This will naturally begin to open up the back skull as well and start to dial down your nervous system. Good. You can always place the tongue back at the roof of the mouth. And notice if anything changed. In other words, just by doing that small action, did it feel like you shifted gears somehow? So we pay attention to the small details or the subtle things that can affect our energy. So finding your breath again, let's continue to dive in. Take a beautiful breath in, inhaling, using those 4 marker points in your body so that you stay body centered as you inhale and as you exhale. And on your next 2 exhales, continue breathing out from the mouth, but make it a bit more of an active exhale, so much that it feels as if you are fogging up a window before you. So it's an inhale to breathe in deeply, filling up, and and just notice as you make more effort towards that exhale how you can close the back of your throat and also elongate your exhales outwards. So try that one more time at your own pace. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Again, just being here. And if there's any thoughts that move in and out of your awareness, please remember that we have well over 60,000 thoughts a day, and that this practice is not about stopping those thoughts. It is, however, about learning how to drop behind those thoughts. So that you become more aware of how those thoughts may be affecting your life. Each thought will bear different weight, and each thought will also often give you certain feelings. And each thought, each feeling will also naturally move into the body. But it is the thought that is more repetitive in our awareness that will bear more weight. So when we begin to step behind our thoughts, or step behind our feelings or sensations, we want to think of this as an opportunity to renegotiate our relationship to that thought, feeling, or sensation in the body. Each layer will show up differently in our life. And each layer will provide information for us. It will show us if something is more conscious and if we are choosing it, or it can show us if we are unconsciously choosing it. And the intent of being able to be here in this pause, creating literal space, gives us an opportunity to take a step back, reflect, and create a new relationship. So finding the breath again, just take another deep breath in to dive in a little bit more. Again, feeling yourself back up with that belly breath. And slowly exhale out. And inhale, breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. And inhale, breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. Good. So for today, bring your attention to a thought, placing your awareness on that thought. Good, and then from there, see if you can begin to, like an elevator, drop underneath that thought. And notice if you have any feelings. In other words, if you had to imagine this, your thought is at the top of the page. And that's as if we draw a line underneath that thought. And below that line is where our feelings are. Good. Now see if you can draw one more line underneath those feelings. And we're going to put underneath that space sensations from the body. just trusting what comes up for you. Beautiful job. So from this place, what we will now do is take 10 cycles of breath together. These breath cycles can be very gentle, in from the nose and out from the nose. But you're going to make them intentional. In other words, when you breathe in, you're going to apply your breath almost as if it's a gentle light beam moving into your body and into the part of the body that needs the most love. In other words, if you felt like that thought, feeling that you were focusing on, for instance, is on the shoulders, or if it's residing there, you're going to breathe in, bringing in your breath or light, moving it in your body and allowing it to naturally cascade over that area. And you're just going to naturally breathe out. And when you breathe out, worry, tension, restriction, feelings will just naturally begin to pour out of you. At any point, if you need to breathe out from the mouth, trust your process and keep perspective open. In other words, everything that you choose to do is completely perfect. Good. Begin. Deep breath in, inhaling, and exhaling. Inhaling, breathing in, directing the light or the breath to where you need it. Exhaling, emptying out, and allowing any tension to leave the body. And continuing nice and easy, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, naturally filling up. Direct the light to where you need it. And exhaling, letting go. Continuing these natural breath cycles, letting them move in and out like the waves that come to shore and leave. They're organic. They flow one and then into the other. Continuing your breath cycles just a few more times, keeping your intention strong. Good. pain in the pause, giving yourself a couple minutes of rest just to be here. Enjoy. We'll begin to slowly bring the breath into the body, feeling the belly rise and fall. Good. And just start to notice the position of your body. And notice what your body is supported by. Today, you'll give yourself as much time as you need to slowly awaken, whether it's breath by breath or movement by movement. Thank you for making space for you. And blessings. Namaste.